What is up, guys? My name is Kilowatt. Welcome to the channel, or welcome back if you've seen me before. Today, the video is going to be sports tier list. Sports tier list, that is right. This is the official tier list. As an athlete, I am able to rank these sports clearly, and my opinion is the only correct one. Just kidding, the tier lists are subjective. You can think whatever you want. If you agree or disagree, let me know down in the comments. Quick reminder, check down below. Like the video if you haven't already, and subscribe if you enjoy the content and want to see more. Next video is going to be probably Fortnite Season's tier list because new Fortnite season is coming out soon, and then we're going to have some videos on that. Going to be streaming soon as well, so check out the streams. And yeah, let's get right into the video. We got the tiers here, pretty self-explanatory. We got dog water. These are just for sports that are ass. Extremely mid. Sports for that are extremely mid. Solid. These are solid sports, not like great or elite, but solid. Great sports, they're great, and elite. This is really going to mainly be for the top four. If you know, you know. First off, we're starting with badminton. I mean, who watches badminton? Who watches badminton? The only reason I'm not putting it in dog water is because I believe they have this on Wii Sports, on the new Wii Sports. So for that reason, I'm not putting it in dog water. But if you watch badminton, you're really an NPC. That's some NPC behavior. Get badminton out of here. Like, come on, dude. It's just tennis, but worse. All right, we're going archery. Archery is dog water. If you play archery, like, do you even play archery? I don't even know. If you watch archery, you have to be the most boring person ever. I mean, I know it's on Game Pigeon, but like, come on, man. Game Pigeon archery isn't even that fun. Go play basketball. Go play the knockout game with the Penguins. Go play 8 ball. Those are much better. Do not play archery, not even on Game Pigeon. It's just boring. Volleyball, solid. We're gonna put volleyball at solid. If this was beach volleyball, I'll put it up to great. Okay? If we're talking about beach volleyball, I'll put it up to great. But in terms of overall volleyball, I'm going to put it at solid, okay? Don't get too mad at me that I haven't put it in great. This isn't beach volleyball, but volleyball is solid. The only thing can be if you're like me and you're not super tall, volleyball's not always like the most fun for you. Okay? If you are tall though, respect. Volleyball is probably a great sport for you. Boxing, wow, boxing. We're gonna go great. Boxing's great unless you get a fight like KSI versus that one guy, Pineda. KSI versus Pineda, who just runs around the ring the entire time. Boxing is a pretty great sport. It's very entertaining. The only problem is sometimes you have to pay to watch the fights. I mean, it's just a little bit annoying, but very entertaining sport. The only reason it's not elite is, I guess there's not a ton to root for, not like a playoff or anything. Um, Rugby. Rugby is extremely mid. I'm sorry, I'm American. We have football over here. So rugby is just extremely mid. I don't even understand the rules to it. So how am I supposed to like the sport? When you have like like a 50-page handbook for your sport that the viewers need to read before they can actually understand what's going on in the field, your sport is just not really going to be that good, and it's not that enjoyable for new people trying to get into it. It's like trying to watch League of Legends, if you know what I mean. Next we're going swimming. Swimming is ooh, do I put it at dog water because Olympic swimming is pretty entertaining. We're gonna go dog water. Swimming is just track, but like 10 times worse. Like I don't really know what to say. I'm gonna put it at dog water. Cycling is actually also dog water. Actually, I should order these tiers. Cycling is like extreme. Actually, I'm gonna move swimming up. I'm gonna move swimming up into like extremely the top of extremely mid because it's kind of the definition of mid. It can be enjoyable, but like it gets boring after a little bit. But it's not in the tier of cycling and archery. Back to cycling. Cycling is a dog water sport. Um, it's kind of like one of these sports that I may or may not be circling right now, where it's super long and you're not watching anything. It's like trying to watch racing, not like the F1 like fast racing, like actual like the Indy 500, like 500 laps. Like, how are you even staying awake for 500 laps on the race car? Like, cycling, it's just too boring to watch. Like, it's just not a good sport. We can all agree upon that. Okay, next we're moving to tennis. Tennis is solid. I think tennis is a little boring, but I'm gonna put it at solid. Like, it can't go up to great for me because like a lot of the time you're spent waiting. I never really am able to know who's winning the match or not. And I don't really follow tennis. I'm not a big tennis guy, so I'm gonna put it at solid. I'm gonna put it below volleyball because there's no beach tennis. So I'm gonna have to put it down there. Bowling. Now, this is very interesting because playing bowling is very good. But overall, as a sport, like watching bowling, that's dog water. Who watches bowling, dude? Like, what? Who watches bowling, bro? If you watch bowling, you're probably 50 and you're the type of guy to watch cornhole. I'm sorry. Next, we're moving on to golf. Golf is extremely mid. Don't at me on that. Golf is one of the most boring sports to watch ever. I get there can be some cool moments, but like, god damn, why am I spending like 70 to 80% of my time walking at nothing? All you see is the guy hit the ball flies in the air, and then you're waiting for another 50 seconds. Like, minutes. You're waiting for minutes. It's like going on commercial break, but it's not actually a commercial. Playing golf isn't that bad, but yeah, overall, it's an extremely mid sport. Spike ball. Spike ball is a pretty good sport to play. I don't really know about watching it. So I'm going to put it in great because beach spike ball is just like pretty elite. Actually, I should move bowling up. It's not all about watching, it's about the overall sport. Is bowling? I don't even know if bowling's a sport, but I'm going to move it up to great actually because bowling is just something that's really fun. Um You could do it all the time. Like, this is more of a recreational activity. Bowling's more of a recreational activity. I wouldn't call it an exact sport, but it has to be great because if you ever go bowling with friends, it's just elite. It's just a great time. So yeah, so spike ball is great. You can bring it to the beach. You can play it at someone's house. 2v2 is always the best format, and it's just really fun. It's going at the top of great tier. Track and field. Track and field is also great. Running cannot is not always great, but watching track and field is pretty great. Overall, it's a pretty great sport. A lot of skill, especially those 4x1 relays. They're very entertaining. If you never watch track, actually pretty entertaining, especially Olympic track. Maybe you don't watch the 3200 meter though. That could be pretty boring. I do run track. I run long distance, so I kind of know about that. Wrestling. Who watches wrestling? Like, I think wrestlers are the only people that actually watch wrestling. Like, I don't even understand how you score points. I get you could catch some good highlights and put them up on TikTok, but come on now. Who watches wrestling? It's not really that good of a sport to watch. On to water polo. That is dog water. Who watches water polo once again? Who even plays water polo? I'm not too sure, to be honest. If you play water polo, I'm sorry, but it's just pretty boring. It's still better than archery, though. Next, basketball. It's elite. It's a member of what I like to call the Big Four. The Big Four are the best sports ever created. They're probably the only ones that are going to get up into this elite tier because they're always elite. Playing basketball, watching basketball, anything that has to do with basketball is elite. NBA Finals are on right now. Even though the Heat are down 2-1, my prediction is that they're going to make a comeback and win in Game 7 because Himmy Buckets is him. Next, we're going ping pong, table tennis, whatever you want to call it. I'll go solid. It's pretty fun to play. I don't know about watching it, even though I do think it is an Olympic sport. It's pretty fun to play, unless you have one ping pong a guy that's just a complete sweat and just ruins the entire time because no one else knows how to play. But other than that, it's a solid sport. It's definitely better than these. I'm not going to put it above tennis or volleyball here because it is just kind of like mini tennis, so I guess that's why it's right next to tennis, table tennis, we'd say. Football. Football is the best sport ever created. It is much better than soccer. Don't talk to me, Europeans. It's much better than soccer. I get that you're a little butthurt that we kind of just made a better sport than you, but whatever. Football's the best sport ever created. NFL's the best league ever created. You can't argue with me on that. We're just gonna put it in elite, top of elite. You know why? Soccer. I'm gonna put it right below basketball because playing soccer is not as fun as playing basketball. But playing soccer is still an elite sport. Is that again with football and basketball, a member of the Big Four. If you haven't already seen where this is going, this is the Big Four. I mean, what else can I say? They're the four best sports ever created, and you're never really gonna pass them. They're the four giants in the industry. Think of Apple in the tech industry. You got the Big Four in the sports industry. Is this field hockey? Dog water. I mean, if you ever had to play this in public school gym class, you knew how boring the field hockey unit was. You had people coming in the gym class saying, I want to leave. When's the last time you said, I don't want to go to gym class? Well, field hockey made people say that. I mean, how is your sport so dog water that you make people not want to come to gym class? Come on, brother. You can't have this any higher than the bottom of dog water. Moving on to baseball, we're putting it at elite. It's my least favorite of the big four, so it's going to the bottom of elite, but still an elite sport, still a member of the big four. You can't argue about baseball. It's always going to be there. It's a giant. It's cemented its legacy, really. What else can I say? Now we're on to cross country. As a cross country runner myself, I have to put it in dog water. I mean, are you serious? Are you serious right now? Running cross country is one of the worst things ever. It's so painful. It's boring. The mental is very tough. And yeah, the races are rewarding, but watching cross country is even worse. It's just like watching track, but you're watching for 20 minutes and you're just kind of standing there waiting for everyone to finish. The race isn't even won to like the last mile or half mile. So half the time you don't even know what you're watching. You don't even know if it matters if the guy's in first. So the cross country's going at the bottom of dog water. I'm sorry, just no one likes running. Even a runner doesn't even really like running. So I just have to put it here. Lacrosse. Lacrosse is extremely mid. I just think it's a worse version of hockey. I don't know why hockey's not on here. Um, and field hockey is. If hockey was on here, I'd put it at solid. I'm not a big fan of hockey. I, I I'm just not a big fan of hockey. That's it. I get it if you are a hockey fan, but I'm sorry. I can't get into it. I can never get into it. You know. I can never get into it. That's all I can say. Anyways, I think everything's ordered properly, and that kind of just wraps up the tier list. I mean, you guys, let me know your thoughts in the comments. Um, if you think I did a good job, or you think I'm just an idiot. Anyways, like I said before, leave a like, and subscribe if you enjoyed the content. Let me know what videos you want to see next, and what types of things you want me to do either on YouTube or on Twitch. Go follow me, by the way, twitch.tv/Kawan97. That's kind of all I got for today. Love you, boys. See you next time. Peace.